1.5.
Hello, fellow Lambetters. Saul here. After the culmination of our 3.5
I remember doing that
years
fight.
of
It was
passion,
terrible.
We launched Lords of the Fallen, our debut game at Hexworks. We were truly humbled when we saw that in just over a week, there were already over 1 million of you embarking upon the wall of Morstead. Your belief in our vision has been our driving force. Today, we'd like to take the opportunity to share some insights on our transformative new update that will redefine your future playthroughs.
Okay.
We take immense pride in Lords of the Fallen being amongst the first ever games to launch on Unreal Engine 5, and the very first action RPG to do so. It is in part thanks to this amazing technology that we were able to overlay 2 parallel walls on top of each other, with the ability to switch instantly between them both.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
We wanted to bring something entirely new and innovative to the genre, something that would provide a unique twist. That said, this innovation, coupled with a brand new game engine, meant we were navigating completely uncharted territory from a technical standpoint. Furthermore,
I think that the game design for this game was just like not very good. I mean, you can talk about the tech, but it's like if you have a game that has so much forward acceleration with your attacks, and then the first level that you put every new player in is a level where you are on like different small edges and platforms where your character is going to throw itself off the edge constantly, you're just designing frustration. It's just like it doesn't play well together. Yeah, it's like just it's a level of friction and frustration that I feel like doesn't really make the game better. Like this game had a lot of what I would call like Dark Souls 2 difficulty, where it was like you would either like the challenge in the fight was either a challenge that was created by an environmental factor or from a large amount of NPCs. It's not like a lot of the bosses were like very in-depth or complex or had interesting attack patterns. It's that there was just a lot of them. I didn't have those problems though. Yeah, I mean, everybody's going to have a different view for the game, but like, I mean, I think that like there are some things that you can objectively say, right? I mean, I think some of the hitboxes and like attack animations weren't really that good. And also, I think that having that much forward acceleration on like the edge of a wall is like, it's just annoying to play. Too many hazards? Yeah, there's a lot of hazards. Like that. Yeah, you're right.
The genre's prevailing online multiplayer mechanic with our seamless co-op mode. In contrast to other games in the genre, players stay together after defeating a boss for as long as they desire. While a full co-op campaign was beyond our original scope, we firmly believe that this stands as one of the very best multiplayer experiences currently available within the action RPGs. Despite our best efforts, some people experience unforeseen technical issues when Lords of the Fallen first launched. And
yeah, there were a lot of like animation issues, like pulling out the lantern and doing things with the lantern was just kind of frustrating to do.
Rightfully brought it up to our attention.
Yeah.
We've taken your feedback very seriously and acted as swiftly as possible
Weird
to bring
hitboxes,
the game in line with our vision. We've released over 30 updates to address gameplay feedback.
And I do have to, like, I mean, obviously I criticize this game a lot, but I do really have to commend and respect the fact that they've been dedicated to trying to improve the issues and make the game better after launch. A lot of developers don't do that, and they did do that, and they have been doing that, and they're still doing it, and that's great to see.
Technical hiccups, which in many cases only occurred on very specific PC hardware. As a result, we are delighted to confirm that the likelihood of any in-game crash is now less than 1%. Save game hitches have been fully resolved, and frame rate has been significantly improved across all platforms. Likewise, our online multiplayer experience is now more stable and more responsive.
Like, because to me, like, this is kind of a really good example of, like, why I think the game's, like, kind of annoying and not fun, is that, like, you're fighting these 2 mobs that shoot you and then run away from you, and then there's a 3rd mob that's trying to hit you constantly. And, like, does it make the game harder? Yeah, it does, but, like, it makes it harder in a way that's not really fun to do, and that's kind of why I stopped playing it.
Our online multiplayer experience
creates better gameplay? I don't think it does. I didn't like it.
Than ever has been. In light of the game's enduring popularity,
yeah, it was
we made
frustrating.
the decision to expand its period of live support, and in early November, revealed an ambitious post-launch roadmap. encompassing several significant content updates alongside with continuous smaller releases. We've added tons of new content, like new armors, new weapons,
Yeah, which is good. All this is good.
quests, and we've also taken the opportunity to address the most popular user feedback. Enemy density has been reduced, boss difficulty has been increased, and we've added numerous quality of life improvements. I'm pleased to say that the Lords of the Fallen experience is the best it's ever been, and it's about to get even better. I'm delighted to introduce the final stage of the Lords of the Fallen free content roadmap.
Is that right?
Master of Fate update.
Yeah, maybe I'll try it again. See if it's any better.
Whether you purged the 5 beacons in the name of Aureus, reveled in their Rogar corruption as the champion of Adir,
Yeah, maybe I'll try it
or
again.
even sided with the all-consuming entity, otherwise known as the Umbral Mother.
Because like it's a game that I
brand
want to
new
like.
and totally unique game experience now awaits those who've completed Lords of the Fallen. Forge your own destiny with the Master of Fate update, which introduces a fully fledged new game modifier system, empowering players
Wow.
to completely customize subsequent playthroughs of Lords of the Fallen.
This is really cool. Damn. That's awesome.
Adjust mod
Wow.
density, randomize loot drops and enemy types, and even enable permadeath with the Iron Man modifier for an all-new roguelite challenge for only the most battle-hardened of Crusaders.
That's
These
really
new
cool.
gameplay modifiers are completely optional and can be applied to either the New Game Plus or Reset World option you're presented with when completing an initial playthrough. You're free to select as many as you want, with multiple configurations guaranteed to result in some truly unique experiences. Plus, there's new achievements for all new gameplay features. And fear not, you'll always have the option to reset the world at any vestige, in case you were a little too ambitious in your choices. So, let's take a look at the options.
Yeah, this is actually pretty cool.
For players looking to
I
create
hope this becomes
a
the norm.
one-of-a-kind adventure with every playthrough, the all-new randomizers really turn New Game Plus on its head. In random enemy mode, every encounter will be completely unpredictable, with absolutely any of the 70-plus enemy types able to spawn.
Wow.
Perhaps you'll face a dreaded marauder in the opening hours.
Oh,
or
that was like a
patrol of
boss.
Skin stealers with but a slither of health remaining. Similarly, with random loot spawns, there's no knowing what item you'll pick up next.
Of course.
Whether you're opening a chest or soul flaying an umbral belly, literally any weapon, armor, or one of the other numerous items can be found at any point in the game. Perhaps a super OP dual-handed battle axe lies just around that corner. Oh, at the same time, there's every chance it'll turn out to be that bottom-of-the-barrel shield. In the RNG gods.
Yeah, I feel like randomizer runs for me, like they're fun for the first half of the playthrough, and then after you get everything you need, they stop being as interesting. That's like kind of what I did with Elden Ring.
Trust. And speaking of loot,
But, like, the
there's
beginning
also
is
the
really fun.
pre-upgraded loot modifier, ensuring all weapons, shields, and catalysts found come pre-upgraded based on your player level.
I kind of like that because that would allow you to swap the weapons around without needing to invest into each one of them. So, like, if you get something new and cool, then you can just immediately go and try to use it. That's actually a good idea. I kind of like that in, I think it was Dark Souls Cinders that did that.
For the ultimate get good challenge, select Iron Man.
Oh, God.
If slain in Axiom, you'll still resurrect an Umbral for a second chance to survive.
Yeah.
But suffer defeat in this nightmarish
Then you're
realm,
dead forever.
and that's the end of your adventure. Instead of reviving at a vestige, you'll restart at the very beginning of the game.
Oh my
albeit
God.
retaining your player level and items.
Oh, that's
Pair
cool.
this with our loot randomizer, and you've effectively turned Lords of the Fallen into a bona fide roguelite experience.
Yeah, that's cool.
Selecting the Withered Healing option, you'll no longer replenish health through normal means. Instead, when you use your Sanguinarix or other consumable to heal, you will only receive Wither, meaning you'll have to play aggressively for any chance of survival.
Okay. Jesus, this is
Vestiges
cruel.
are the saving grace for many a Dark Crusader. With the Vestige Decay modifier, you can adjust the number of vestiges you'll encounter in your crusade across Mornstead. Or you can even remove them altogether for the ultimate challenge of endurance.
More
And if
enemies.
all
Oh,
that's
just
not
what Lords of the
challenging
Fallen
enough,
needs.
There's the More Enemies modifier, which increases the number of formidable foes you'll encounter throughout the playthrough.
I do think it would be kind of funny to play through this game, and like I would never do it on Iron Man, but put everything on the hardest possible option, and then just be like, all right, how far can you get?
So, whether you want to make the game
max
easier,
out everything.
harder, or simply rearrange a
Be
few
fucking
things
brutal.
for an equally unpredictable second, third, or even fourth journey through Mornstead, become a master of fate with our latest update available
Someone
now
will? Yeah.
and free for all owners of Lords of the Fallen.
That's really cool. It's a free update too. Man, I really shit on this game a lot whenever it came out, but I've got to say I'm really impressed by this. This is awesome. And I really respect them for trying to do something new with what they for what they have for a game. Yeah, this is really cool. I mean, again, like fuck. That's awesome. Did you watch the 2-hour video about why the game was bad? Yep. He was right about everything. I did. I sat in that chair and I watched it on my fucking TV. Oh my god, it was what a great fucking movie or video. The hate towards the game is completely unjustified, and if this was released by From Software themselves, you'd see how different it was. Different the scenario would be so that's not true, because that's what people said about Dark Souls 2, but from the opposite direction. What if the content is just fucking garbage, and the animation sucked, and the mob placement was annoying, and the gameplay was not really that great? Like, and again, like, I'm not... Listen. I think that the game... And I think that the real reason why I was so, like, upset about this game was the fact that I thought that it could be amazing. I love the visuals in this game. Like, you literally have the fucking God Hand in the background after the main city. This is so cool. So, yeah, I mean, like, I was frustrated that it wasn't a lot better. Do you think the Souls games are becoming oversaturated? Not for me. Bring out a new one, and I'll play it. I fucking love those games.